Well, hello there, everybody. I want to welcome everybody to my new channel. This week, we are going to be talking about several different subjects. This is Coffee Time with Grandpa, and I want to remind everybody that to help this old grandpa out, please go ahead and always, when you see my videos, always like it and always share it with your friends and family and your neighbors. And then put a little comment down there. It could just be a little heart emoji, saying hi. As long as you put just a little comment, uh, it's fine. And also, if you have a prayer request where you're going through a hard time and you would like me to pray for you and for your healing, uh, contact me with the comment section and let me know. Just say hi. I need your prayers, and I will definitely do that. Um, I live in a world that we pray a lot. I meditate a lot, so I pray a lot for the world. Pray for people that are suffering all over the world. That is just my nature to do that. And I just want to remind everybody to please go ahead and put a comment down if you have a prayer request for anybody. You don't have to get into too much detail. It's just let me know that this person needs prayers and to help them with their lives. Now, the story time that I'm going to be talking about, this is on this video. Uh, this goes back to when I was a young man. Uh, right out of high school, I joined the military. And of course, I did a lot of traveling, so I was not able to do the things that I wanted to because my life was not under my control. Uh, but after I left the military and, raised my kids, uh, I moved in with my sister, and she was having health problems at the time. So I moved in with her to take better care of her. So anytime I could help somebody, I was just like that. It was my dear sister, and I love her dearly, and I wanted to help. So I moved into her house. She was living in a small town in Grantsville, West Virginia, in Calhoun County. So I moved in, and she had this big space behind her house that, I looked at it and I said, well, it's just an empty space. It doesn't look very good. So I asked for her permission to, if I could plant a few trees and plant flowers and stuff and make her backyard a little bit more nice to where I could go out and, I could use it as a meditation garden. So this is what I did. I spent 4 or 5 years growing different types of trees, fruit trees. I built a little greenhouse where I could, make a little bit of money growing plants and selling them to the local people there in Grantsville. And that's what I did. I created a space, and this is so important in your life that you do something similar to this. Create a space to where you can call it your own, and you can reflect on your life. You can pray. You can do meditation. You can do yoga, or you can just, but the fact of just planting a bunch of plants and start growing your own food, this will create a good exercise routine for you, and it will keep you healthy. This space is so important. Now, I realize a lot of people don't have big backyards, or they're living in apartments somewhere and they really don't have that space. But you can do a lot of this on a balcony. Put out your plants. You can grow your own tomatoes on the balcony. You can grow little items like your herbs that you need in cooking. It's perfect for growing vegetables on a balcony. Uh, So this has really become important in my life, and anywhere after that, of course, down the road, my sister passed away, and I had to move because I was getting older. So I had to leave my lovely gardens behind and move to Nebraska. And when I got to Nebraska, I started immediately all over again, building me that space that I need to where I can feel comfortable in, where I can grow herbs and vegetables and make my life a little bit happier. It created so much happiness in my life to do this. I just want to remind everybody, please, if you have the chance, or if you want to just have a room in your house that has great lighting. Um, you can plant all kinds of plants will grow inside. All kinds of herbs that you can use for medications. All kinds of teas you can grow in your home. It's just a beautiful way to spend your time when you're older. And this is so important to me, and I hope it is important to you also. Now, I have a little bit of recommendations on what kind of herbs to grow. Let me give you the list of the herbs that I grow every spring, and I harvest them and dry them and put them in glass containers with labels on them. And so I have a vast herbal, uh, I don't know what the word is, the study of plants and herbs. Apothecary, I think they call it apothecary. And one of the herbs that is on my list is basil. Why basil? Well, you can cook with basil a lot. You can make a tea out of it, and it's a good herb that kills bacteria and reduces joint pain. Now, I know everybody when they get older, they have arthritis and they suffer with a lot of pain, and they hate taking those medications because usually those medications will mess up your stomach, and they just won't do the trick. You really need to learn how to grow basil in your basic garden because it helps reduce joint pain. Another favorite of everybody that I've talked to has been rosemary. Rosemary is so good as a tea or in your foods, whatever foods you're cooking. Rosemary is good on chicken. It's good in certain dishes. It improves your blood circulation so much. It makes your blood circulate a lot better, especially if you drink it as a tea. If you don't like the taste of rosemary tea, well, add a little sugar or put a little cream in it. Give it some flavor. And it will do wonders in circulating your blood and keeping you healthy so you can live that longevity life that everybody yearns for. One of my favorite herbs is mint. Mint is just a great herb when you have an upset stomach. Take mint tea, drink 2 or 3 cups of mint tea, put a little sweetener in, a little sweet and low, and it will help improve your digestive tract and help you absorb food better in your system. Another one that I had very hard time getting used to, but I'm finally getting around to where I'm using it a lot more in the kitchen, and that's cilantro. I don't really like the flavor of cilantro. It just has this, to me, it's like this soapy taste when you put it in foods and salads and stuff. But cilantro is so important. It's funny that a herb that doesn't taste very good has so many things that it can help you with. The main thing is that if you consume a lot of fish, which I do, fish has a lot of mercury in it. Well, cilantro, cook it with your fish, put cilantro on it. Uh, in a dry form, if you don't have fresh herbs, but get the dry form and sprinkle it over your fish because it will detoxify all of the bad metals that are in your system. It's such a beautiful herb. It looks a little bit like parsley. You'll know the difference when you smell it. It smells really soapy, a weird soapy taste. Uh, but it does miracles in removing the mercury from fish. So I recommend that a lot. Another herb is lavender. For instance, if you're having a hard time sleeping, not only chamomile tea will help you sleep better, but lavender tea will also let you sleep a sound sleep to where you will sleep the solid 8 hours and you won't wake up until the morning. And when you wake up, you'll notice the difference. You're so refreshed and you're so happy and joyful, and you want to get on with your morning routine. Remember, lavender is important. Now, one of my other favorites that I have is dill. I put dill in a lot of dishes, a lot of potato salad, a lot of macaroni salad. I add a touch of dry dill because this helps improve your digestion and helps destroy any of those free radicals that are around in your system that you want to get rid of. Dill will do the trick. Parsley also, it's not only good for decorating your whatever dish you're cooking and whipping up in the kitchen. Parsley also removes an excess amount of chemicals in your system. So if you're eating a lot of processed foods, add parsley to it because it will help you detoxify those processed foods that you're consuming a lot. Sage is another one. Now, I like sage, but I use a lot of sage mainly for for making my house smell good. I love the smell of sage, especially burnt sage. If you're using it as an incense to purify your house, a lot of pagans do that. They use sage, and I'm one of those pagans that does that a lot. I sage my house at least once a week, sometimes even twice a week if I'm having a lot of negativity around. Sage will come in handy. It also is good to inhale because it improves your memory. A lot of people don't know that. There's so many side, um, benefits to sage. So I definitely would recommend grow you some sage and wrap it up within the branches of the sage. Wrap it up and with something that's like twine, that will burn, and burn it in your house to smudge your house. It does miracles. A great herb. Oregano is another one, and it oregano also fights bacteria and viral cells. If you're having colds, people in your house are catching the flu a lot and stuff. Oregano, put it in your foods, add it in your dishes, and you will be much better healthy wise. It builds up the immunity against colds and stuff. It's a great herb to have. Now, another one that I like is chamomile tea, which I mentioned in the past. I drink a lot of it in the evenings mainly. I don't really drink it in the mornings, but I want something to relax my mind in the evenings to where I can fall asleep. These are the top, the top 10 herbs that I think are great for you. And I wish everybody would get a little garden in their home, outside um, or inside, uh, to grow these herbs to improve your health. Also, I recommend that you get some kind of herbal encyclopedia. I have several in my home. This is one that I love. It's called The Healing Herbs by Michael Castleman. If you want to order it online somewhere, this is it that I use. Of course, it says it has remedies of over 200 conditions and diseases where herbs can help treat those diseases. I'm a herbalist by nature also. I love my plants. I grow a lot of herbs, and my health has improved greatly over the years. Another one is the Complete Book of Herbs A Practical Guide to Growing and Using Herbs by Leslie Bremness. Bremness, that's Bremness. And this is what the book looks like right here. Great book. I use it all the time in my cooking, in my uh, making up concoctions for my health, mixing it with olive oil a lot. A lot of these herbs are mixed with olive oil um, to bring out the flavor of the herbs a lot more. So now we're gonna. I hope I'm not taking up too much time. Yeah, I have still a little bit of time left. Um, by leaving the world behind in your golden years, that's a great thing to do. And when you leave the world behind, leave it outside your door. Don't let it affect your joyfulness and love that you have in your heart. Uh, always come inside, create that personal space somewhere where you can meditate and just be at peace and at one with whatever God you believe in. Uh, I don't particularly enjoy picking out different religions or stuff like that. Uh, I believe in a universal God, a God that has created the universe, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in paganism, which is a nature. It's really not a religion. It's more of a spirituality, because it doesn't get into any particulars. It doesn't. We do not harm any other religions. We don't speak badly of any other religions. It's just whatever your path you are on in your life that resonates with you, that keeps away the negativity and raises you up to a higher realm, to where you can start understanding how the world really works and what is really important for your path to bring yourself happiness. Keeping only things that serve you. It's downsizing your material life so you will be more in tune with your spiritual life, because that's what's important, being in tune with your spiritual life. You always want to keep that light or flame burning deeply inside of you. It's one of those ways to keep that light burning is to get into the habit of growing your own garden, enjoying the herbs that Mother Nature has provided you. Uh, it's just so important. Now, the current events for this week, I really thought about this really hard, and since we're speaking about herbs a lot, um, I wanted to bring up processed foods again. You know, chemicals that are in our foods, which are so prevalent in our foods. I mean, all you have to do is go to the grocery store and read the packaging, what's inside, and you will see so many different chemicals listed that you can't even pronounce a majority of these chemicals, or you don't know what they are. You're not a chemist, you're not a biologist, so you just don't understand the packaging. They don't make it very plain and simple, but I guarantee you 90% of the foods that you purchase in a grocery store, have bad chemicals in there, poisoning you slowly. If you keep on eating these foods that are processed, they will eventually kill you. It's just that plain simple. Processed foods are bad for you. Stop drinking water in plastic bottles, because there are so many microbes in plastic bottles that will hurt you. Just stop it. Go with a fresh water supply. You know, my tip of the week now, uh, is of course, start your own garden, grow your own foods if you're able to do that. If you live in an apartment with a balcony, get you a pots. You can buy these pots and put dirt in and grow. You can grow tomatoes. You can grow cucumbers. You can grow green beans. You can pretty much grow anything in a pot. They come in different sizes, 2 gallon containers, 5 gallon, 10 gallons. They even come in 12 gallons for, like, if you have a fruit tree growing on your balcony, if you live in Florida and the temperatures won't kill it. It's a great way to go. The tip of the week: get out there, and this spring coming up, start your own herbal garden so you can improve your health. I'm just so glad everybody tuned in to my channel. My channel is growing slowly, and hopefully in the future, after we have been doing this for a year or two, uh, I will definitely always continue. I'm going to continue this channel every Sunday until the day I die. Uh, this is my mission in life. I love you all. I want the best blessings that God can give you. Always remember you're loved. You are always loved, and I will always do my best to bring you updated information about what's going on around the world. Have a great weekend, guys and gals. Bye bye, and remember, blessed be. Bye bye.